Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. We're presented by the fine folks at the Navy Federal Credit Union. Navy Wrestling faces its third-ranked opponent in 3 weeks when they visit number 11 Iowa State. Senior Captain Josh Koderhandt with me. And Josh, you just heard your third-ranked opponent in 3 weeks. How do you prepare this team to face these tough, unforgiving environments?
Yeah, it's definitely tough. It creates a good challenge, though. You always want the opportunity to wrestle the tough guys. That's what we train for. You want to wrestle the best, but just keeping on getting those reps against the good guys and keep on working in the practice room, getting better every day.
What is the captain's role in the practice room to test that steel and reserve from your teammates?
Yeah, I'm just making sure the guys are keeping their mindset right, keep pushing them and tweaking little things. But I would say I'm mostly, the coaches, they kind of work with, they show the technique. I kind of keep the morale high, and if I see something, I'll give my opinion here or there.
When it comes to giving your opinion and boosting morale, I heard Coach Kolat's comments after the UNC match that towards the end of periods there had been some slip-ups from some of your teammates. How do you keep morale high in those instances of helping your teammates get better?
Yeah, I think I've been in those situations quite a bit. I've 4 years of college wrestling, so I've got the experience, and I've made those mistakes too. So I try and help my teammates learn from my mistakes. You got to pay attention. You got to be laser focused for 7 minutes, sometimes 12, depending on if you go into overtime or something.
When you were breaking in as a college wrestler, what were some of those pitfalls that you fell into?
Yeah, I think a big one is always being on the mat, getting away from bottom. That's a big one. And then just, again, those little, you break position for 2 seconds, that's going to cost you against a top-ranked opponent. So just staying in the moment for all 7 minutes.
Who were some of those role models that helped you with tweaks and helping you become a more refined wrestler? Yeah,
my team captain, my plebe year, he played a big part in that, Jacob Allen. And then, all the coaches, Coach Kolat, he's a 2-time national champ. So he's been there, he's been in those big situations. And then Coach Barry, he's a 3-time national champ. So we got the people in the room that have been in those situations. So listen to what they say, because they know what they're talking about.
What are the challenges as a captain communicating technique with teammates that are in different weight classes?
Yeah, it can be tough, because I'm a lightweight, and 141 pounders wrestle a lot different than 174 pounders and 197 pounders. So I guess what I do doesn't always work the same against those bigger guys, but I just tell them, I give them my opinion, and they try it, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I don't think anybody's getting worse from learning a little more technique, though.
You're looking at the third-ranked opponent in 3 weeks, first Pitt, then UNC, now the Iowa State Cyclones. What has been the most challenging road environment in your career?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Army's always tough, wrestling them away. Everyone likes the comfort of home. But, oh man, probably Lehigh, I guess. Lehigh, wrestling there. Their fans are right on top of the mat, so that's a tough one. I think Iowa State is going to be even more intense than that, because they get their gym packed, and all there is to do in Iowa is go watch wrestling. So they like to get involved. The fans like to get involved in the matches.
Wrestling in the Midwest, of course, is huge. You grew up in the Metro East area of St. Louis,
yep.
And if memory serves, you did some club wrestling in Chesterfield, Missouri.
Yes, that's correct. Yep, I grew up wrestling for Perler my entire life.
Yeah. Did you ever get a chance to see when the NCAA hosted nationals down at the Scottrade Now Enterprise Center?
Yep. They had it there my senior year of high school, and then a few other times growing up. So I went every year. It's always awesome having it in St. Louis.
How often would you catch a Cardinals game being on the other side of the river?
I went to a few every summer. I'm only like 15 minutes from St. Louis, so it's a good way to spend a weekend.
Who is your favorite player?
I got to go with Albert Pujols. Got to stay true.
Legend. Some might say the greatest hitter of all time.
Yep, he's up
I'm not
there.
saying that, but you could say that. Last year, you mentioned that you had started to streamline your meal prep. It wasn't so difficult cutting weight or making weight. How has your process improved over the course of the last year?
Yeah, I'm doing it pretty similar this year to how I did it last year. It's, that's like 50% of this sport is making weight the right way and eating healthy. So just doing that, it keeps my mind right. That's one less thing I got to worry about when my weight's right.
What's in the diet right now?
A lot of chicken, pasta, vegetables, fish every now and then.
What kind of pasta are we talking about?
I like ragu. It's like pork ragu. I don't know. Yeah.
In your experience growing up now in this program and 4 years under Coach Kolat, what has this experience meant to you and taught you?
And it's taught me a lot. I've changed so much as a person being here because, the coaches, they obviously care about the wrestling part, but they're here for us to develop as people as well. It's been everything. I mean, my life has revolved around this sport for 22 years now, and I think I'm going to miss it a little bit. I'm not sure what I'm going to do when it's gone, but it's been a great ride so far.
Obviously, the star match against Army coming up on Valentine's weekend. What other goals do you have your sights set on this year?
Yeah, beating Army, always up there. And then I'm going to win a national title this year. So anything short of that is a loss in my book.
82 wins under your belt so far and many more to go. Josh Koderhandt, thank you so much for the time.
Yep, of course. Thank you.